control.
William Thompson says, could you please put Eddie Jordan in charge of Formula One?
Aha, there's a sensible fellow, I say.
Really?
Is he your cousin?
He's my banker.
No, but okay, so seriously, you know, we've talked about CVC, we've talked about Donald, we've talked about Bernie. We've got, what, 3 months until the season starts. Realistically, what do you think is going to happen during the winter? Do you think Bernie is at the stage of getting Donald to change anything, or are we going to be talking about this all again next season? Because it is quite boring to talk about again, isn't it?
It's more than boring. It's tedious and it's annoying that we come all this way
Nico
and we want a
us,
big show, and it's been, you know, power brokered by the manufacturers. And I support, in this occasion, 100% Bernie Ecclestone should be given back the power. Forget about anyone else. He is the only one who really knows and really cares about how this can be a show again, because he's a master at it. He's proved it time and time again.
Well, he was the master on track today, David. Nico Rosberg, fabulous finish to the season. And we talked about whether you take the last drive home with you for the winter. He can take the last 3 and be happy with those, can't he?
Yeah, an incredible end to the season. You know, Lewis tells us there's been a change to the car. It hasn't given him the feedback that he wants. But I think that Nico has made much fewer mistakes. You know, his pole laps have been perfection. And he delivered this one basically in the last couple of corners. So the confidence is there. And whether it's because the mental pressure was removed in Austin, whether it's because he hit his own personal rock bottom and then came back from that, we'll never know. We can just, you know, talk about it. But the guy has delivered the sort of drives that we saw from Lewis Hamilton earlier in the year. If he does that at the beginning of next year, we're looking at potential new world champion.
Let's just enjoy a little bit of this atmosphere for a moment. So great scenes outside the Mercedes garage, no champagne. And Lewis running off, jumping on top of Toto Wolff behind us, thinking that there was going to be a spray of champagne as well, I think. And of course, this is what the teams do after every race. If you haven't joined us before on the forum, we are able to get hold of the guys and interview them straight after their celebrations. And Nico will be coming over to us in a second, I think, hopefully. But enjoy that moment, Nico, because that really is one to bag. And, you know, his 14th victory. He's beaten you now. More wins than David Coulthard.
Yeah, well, there you go. I know he didn't aspire to that, but what a great performance. You know, that's the sort of performance that we were used to seeing from Lewis earlier in the season, and it's his first time doing it 3 in a row as well, which puts him in a very exclusive club. So if he can do that, then why would he not be able to win this World Championship? And this is what's fascinating for me. Did Lewis just go off the boil? We won't know now until next year. We're going to be talking about it down the pub all winter. But, you know, it was more than a game of 2 halves, wasn't it? It was all about Lewis up until Austin. He bagged that championship. And then it was suddenly like that rock bottom of, you know, he had the cap gate. He had to try and explain why he reacted badly to that. And then since then, the guy's just been incredible.
But Lewis doesn't seem to have been happy since this whole tyre pressure change, does he? This is when he's gone off the boil slightly. Because that's before he won the championship.
Yeah, but he had the momentum. He carried himself over it. I thought Lewis, you know, when we were deciding, by the way, the driver of the season, it was slam dunk, wasn't it? There was no no doubt that Lewis had done everything. So let's give him some credit. It's natural. When you hype yourself up to the absolute utmost and you want something so desperately to happen, and then when it happens, how can you have the same encouragement, excitement to keep doing it time and time again? So I think he has just come back a bit. Nico realized that he had to get more momentum. This was his opportunity. And I think, as David rightly says, we're not actually going to know till next season.
But this really is about putting 2016 as a season together, isn't it? Because this is great, but it's too late.
Well, that's the reason why Lewis is a three-time world champion, because he puts it together. This is what separates the good from the great. They're all good drivers out there. You know, Nico's clearly a 14-time winner, 20-odd pole positions. That's a great record in anyone's book. But the real greats deliver that over the course of the year, and you know, maybe this is everything coming together for Nico. Maybe this is the build towards the run next season. You know, he took the championship down to the wire last year, and then it fell away. But hey, let's not listen to our opinion. Let's watch that this gentleman doesn't hurt you, and we'll ask the man himself.
Ow!
Champagne kiss.
14 victories. 3
Can I just tap you on the shoulder?
Oh, well, that's the OCD.
We are neighbours, in case anyone was surprised at that.
Nico, massive, massive congratulations today. 14 wins for you, 14th win, your 3rd consecutive win, which must feel very good. We're wondering, could you start the season like this next year and put it all together?
That would be pretty good, wouldn't it?
It would be great.
No, but I'm just enjoying the moment. It's been an awesome end to the season. I'm very happy about that. To have you know, improved my form, found a bit more performance. So that's great. Going into the winter break on a high like that is a great feeling also, because the winter can be pretty long if it goes the other way. So that's awesome, and yeah, great day today. Very happy to give all my guys a good, all my colleagues a great reason to party and tear the roof down tonight. And other than that, thank you everybody in England for the support this year and for promoting our sport in such a strong way. Because all my friends always watch BBC and they're like, oh, it's the best. So thank you very much for that. And was that good advertising?
That was brilliant.
Come on,
well done. We didn't even pay you.
That was not bad,
we
right?
We can't pay you, not on our wages.
Anyways.
What I'm very impressed about, sorry, David, do you want to do something with that?
I was just going to say, you're going to help me, EJ, because you notice I don't have a microphone. Can you hold it to a normal man's height? This is heavy. This is a serious trophy.
Yeah, I couldn't. I nearly couldn't lift it because it was so slippery, full of champagne.
Yeah. Do you get to keep these? Is this going home to your place, or?
No, I never get to keep any trophies, as you know from your day.
The team keeps all the trophies.
In your team, the driver keeps everything?
Gets nothing.
Nothing,
They
huh?
get wages
Nothing at all.
and be lucky. Now, the question I want to know is, I'm your team boss. What on earth were you doing at the start of this season? Were you asleep, or what were you doing? Because the two halves don't correlate in any shape or form.
Thank you very much for the question. Yes, not that easy to answer. It's not a huge difference. It's only a couple of tenths in qualifying, because the deciding thing is with Lewis going who goes first into turn 1. Yeah, and lately it's me who's going first into turn 1, because I've managed to turn around that qualifying, got my starts right, and that has a big impact then on the race result, and that's the thing that's changed mostly. And it's just qualifying that hurt me massively all the way through the season against Lewis.
So what was it then that kind of flicked it in qualifying for you, do you think, looking back now?
Well, it was always very, very close. You know, it was just he always had that little bit extra, and now I've I worked hard at it, and I managed to turn around and get back to my form from last year, where last year it was me who was the quicker one on one lap, you know, on average. So I've got back to that, and no, I'm very pleased.
Now, it seems to me that this was the drive of a potential world champion.
Thank you very much.
That's exactly what you want to be seeing.
Very positive.
That's what you want to be seeing beside your name next year, isn't it? So you go away now, you do simulator work, you continue to tweak the development of the car towards the things you like. What else can you influence in the winter to make sure the car is hitting the ground in Melbourne or whatever the first Grand Prix is, suiting you?
It's working with the team. It's working on myself. All the things that are involved with working on the simulator, keeping my driving going, you know, and everything, and then just hitting the ground running when I come back. But it's so far away, you know. At the moment, I just really enjoy the moment. I'm going to enjoy the holiday, seeing my wife and my little daughter tomorrow, and our puppy dog, which is going to be amazing, great fun. So just good times.
Go on, you just hit me, so you must want to say
No, I thought
something.
you were going to ask him a question and say,
Well, I was.
you know, there he said that there is a huge difference between the two drivers in the team. He said what he's going to do, and Lewis is going off to do his other thing. So what we want to know is, with the influencing of the car next year, what do you have to say? Because we see a different attitude within the team towards you now. Much more, you know, togetherness and...
More cuddly.
Much more cuddly.
Yeah, I mean, it's always...
But you can see that, can't
It's
you?
important to have a good relationship with the team, to work with them, and I've always had the support, which I'm very thankful of, that they've always been supporting me, and I hope it continues like that.
Okay. Listen, we're really excited about the end of your season. It was fantastic watching you. Thank you so much for this incredible performance that you've given. Have a lovely winter.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you next year.
Yep. Are you on going big tonight, or
If you're
can we
taking me,
expect
we
the
can go
ultimate,
big if
the
you wanna
ultimate
go.
performance or not?
Would you like to take
Because
me?
usually we have high expectations of
I
you.
feel like a gooseberry.
I think we're on a proper show. This is
Let's
an adult
hear
show.
from Lewis Hamilton.
Okay, bye-bye, everybody.